Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJO Network presents another exciting edition of Fall Classic. The 1983 season is on the air. Today's date is August 1st, 1983. We are now in the 5th month of the replay. We are at Comiskey Park for a huge American League matchup between the New York Yankees and the Chicago White Sox. The Yankees come into this game a record of 64-35. At the moment, they have a 2-game lead on the Detroit Tigers in the American League East for the top of the division. The Chicago White Sox, a record of 59-42. They have a 10-game lead on the second-place team. And at that moment, it's the California Angels. The Angels are under 500 so far. So just like the actual 1983 season, at this moment, the Chicago White Sox were the only team in that division to have a winning record. And right now, that's what we got in this replay. How long that will last? That is up to FastScore and, of course, Inside Pitch and Fall Classic. So we are at Fall Classic tonight here at Comiskey Park for a big matchup. Paul Sheridan is first to join us here at Comiskey Park. The White Sox historically won this game 4-1. They had 6 hits and no errors. The Yankees had 5 hits and no errors. So it must have been a pretty good matchup for the pitcher. And we'll see what happens tonight. So hopefully you guys will enjoy some Fall Classic baseball as I'm alternating between that and Inside Pitch, and I'm having a blast playing both. The fast action cards are off to the side here as usual, as I draw them if necessary, and we are ready to begin. So strap yourselves in and let us play some Fall Classic baseball. Starting pitcher for the Chicago White Sox tonight is Floyd Bannister. 16 wins, 10 losses, a 121 whip. Floyd Bannister, the final score of the game was 4-1. Floyd Bannister is going to be an A pitcher for this game, and we'll see how well he goes tonight. Just because you're an A pitcher doesn't mean you're going to always have an A outing. Fall Classic can be a little bit finicky once in a while, I've noticed. So if everybody is set and ready, let's go to the top of the first in this big game here to start the month of August here of the replay. Leading off for the Yankees is going to be the second baseman, Bert Campaneris, 322 average, 11 RBIs. He only played in 60 games for the Yankees in 83. He was 41 years old. His time was pretty much passing by. We're going to use blue, white, and red dice. White Sox are the home team. Great crowd here at Comiskey Park. The month of August is now beginning. Only 2 months left in the regular season. 1 month left before the pennant race. What will happen here on the network? Let's see what Fall Classic has to say. That is a 63, and that is going to be an out, and he hits one right to first base, and Tom Pachorik is going to go ahead and make the play, and it'll be a ground out, and that'll be out number 1. Joel Turney now joins us here at Comiskey Park. Next batter is the third baseman, Roy Smalley, 275 average, 18 homers, 62 RBIs that year. So Bannister will pitch, and that's a 52. That's a possible strikeout. The 16 says no. Now it's a possible error, and that is going to be a possible error, 1 base error on the second baseman. And let's see if my mom gets that call. She's going to get it. I'll kill it. All right, I'll kill it. Okay, so here's Smalley. And we had a possible error chance on the second baseman. So that ball is hit to Jose Cruz. Cruz didn't make many errors. His error rating is only a 4. But he's going to make one there. It's going to be a 1 base error, and Smalley's going to be safe. Wow. That's going to be an E4 on Jose Cruz. His error rating is only a 4, but he will make an error, and that'll be the first error on the White Sox. They did not have any errors in the game historically. As SG2 joins us here at Comiskey Park. They can call it they want. He's not a Hall of Famer. And the next batter is going to be the left fielder. Now, here's a Hall of Famer, Dave Winfield. 283 average, 32 homers, 116 RBIs. So Winfield now there is a Hall of Famer. Smalley on at first, and Bannister will pitch. 65, that is a possible home run. And now Bannister's a 1-7, though, as an A pitcher. That's an 11. It's not going to happen. That is going to be a fly ball. That's going to be a fly ball to left field, and that'll be caught by Kittle, and that is out number 2. 2 outs. And now we'll see the right fielder, Sweet Lou Piniella. 291 average, 2 homers, 16 RBIs. Smalley still on at first. Bannister will pitch. 15, and that's going to be an out. That's going to be another fly ball to left. And getting under that again will be Ron Kittle, and he's going to make the play and retire the side. So the White Sox do make an error, but nothing occurs. No runs, no hits, an error. And we go to the bottom of the first. Jimmy Jam joins us here at Comiskey Park. Starting pitcher for the New York Yankees tonight is Ray Fontenot. 8 wins, 2 losses, a 130 whip. Ray Fontenot actually gave up 4 runs in the game historically. He is a B pitcher tonight. Leading off for the White Sox, the center fielder, Rudy Law. 283 average, 3 homers, 34 RBIs that year. Fontenot, he will pitch. 46, that's off the ballpark. That's a 2, and that's going to be, let's see here, ballpark, and that's a 2, and wow, and that's the way you want to lead it off. Pretty much, let's see here. If 0 on card, he does have 3 home runs. That is a 2 against the lefty. That is a bomb. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Rudy Law. A 4-6 is off the ballpark card. Law is a base, bats left, and a 1-2 is a home run, and he sends that one out. That's one way to lead the game off for the White Sox. And it's 1-0. So Rudy Law only had 3 home runs in 83, but he'll get one there, as he'll send that one out of there. And now that'll bring up the catcher, another real Hall of Famer, Carlton Pudge Fisk. 289 average, 26 homers, 86 RBIs. There's a real Hall of Famer for you. And yes, one of the greatest catchers of all time. Fontenot will pitch. 51, possible strikeout. 6 is a no. So now it's a possible error. And we go to the first base exotic chart. But first, we got to see an error. The error rating, the first baseman is Balboni. Steve Balboni's your first baseman. His error rating is a 19. And that's going to be an error on Balboni. And now let's take a look and see what kind of an error on it. First baseman exotic error chart. And let's see, that's empty. So real bad throw on a slow roller, pitcher covering. Ball goes toward on deck circle. Roll D20 versus catcher error rating. The catcher error rating for Weiniger is a 1. He won't make an error. So if error, batter to second. So that's going to be an error. And Carlton Fisk is going to be safe at first. So a real bad throw by Balboni. As the pitcher covered, he couldn't make the play. No error on the catcher by Weiniger, and Fisk is safe. So that is going to be an error. And that's going to be the first error on the Yankees. They didn't have any errors in this game either. So 2 errors starting the game off here. Fisk is safe at first on an E. They're going to call that on E3. And now we'll see the first baseman, Tom Paciorek. .307 average, 9 homers, 63 RBIs in 83. Marlon Price now joins us here at Comiskey Park. Nobody out. Bottom of the first already, 1-0 White Sox. 26 against the lefty. It's a base hit. Pacherik will go ahead and get a single. That's going to be a base hit to left field. Hold or run with risk. Fisk is going to hold at second base. Single for Pacherik. And already the White Sox are on their way. And here comes the Chicago designated hitter, Greg Wheels Luzinski. 255 average, 32 bombs, 95 RBIs in 83. So already 1-0 White Sox. And let's see what happens with Fontenot. 51, another possible error. The 11 doesn't know strikeout. So let's see what this is. It's a possible error on the shortstop. Shortstop is Andre Robertson. His error rating is a 9. He will not make an error. So now we know that's not going to be an error. And that is a 1. So runners on first and second. And if D20 is odd, which it is, it's going to be a ground ball double play. So that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play, which will move Fisk over to third. And they're now 2 out. So no error on Robertson as he does go ahead and get the twin killing. So now 2 outs. And that will bring up the left fielder, Ron Kittle, who a lot of people thought was going to be somebody who a lot of people had high hopes for in Chicago, Ron Kittle, but just too many injuries. Sports Time Machine and Davo 9 GLA, Utah Mike joins us here at Comiskey Park. Now Fisk on at third after the double play. Fontenot will pitch. And 45, and that is going to be an out. It says out G. It'll be a grounder. So it's going to be a ground ball. Let's see, bats against the lefty, which I keep on forgetting. So he's an R. So that's going to be a ground ball to third base. That'll get picked up by Smalley. And the throw goes to first to retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits. A solo bomb by Rudy Law, of all players. But the White Sox have a 1-0 lead here after 1. Top of the second, Bannister back on the mound. Leading off for the Yankees is the New York designated hitter, Don Baylor. 303 average, 21 homers, 85 RBIs in 83. Bannister with the pitch. 13, and that's going to be an out, and it's a fly ball to center field. Rudy Law is going to get to that one and make the catch for the out. And now the catcher, Butch Weiniger. He had 296 average, 6 homers, 42 RBIs that year. Bannister will pitch. 45, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the first K for Bannister. He had 193 of them that year. And now the first baseman, Steve Balboni, a 233 average, 5 homers, 17 RBIs. As the Yankees will wave bye-bye, Fontenot. So Bannister will pitch to Balboni, and that's a 66, and he's gonna wind up getting all of that one. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Balboni. Balboni only had 5 home runs in 1983, but he will get that one. He only played in 32 games, and this game is tied. So Balboni goes ahead and hits one out to tie it up. And now the center fielder, Jerry Mumphrey, 262 average, 7 homers, 36 RBIs that year. Bannister will pitch. 11, and that's going to be an out, and it's a ground out to short. Handled there easily there by Scott Fletcher, and the throw goes to first to retire the side. 1 run and 1 hit, a home run by Steve Balboni, and we'll go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the White Sox is this guy, Harold Baines, Hall of Famer. Yes. Does he belong in there? No. 280 average, 20 homers, 99 RBIs. Fontenot will go ahead and pitch. And that's an 11. A 1-8 would be a walk. That's a 17. That's going to be a swing and a miss, and struck him out. First strikeout for Fontenot. He had 27 of them that year. One down. And now the third baseman, Vance Law. 243 average, 4 homers, 42 RBIs. Fontenot will pitch. 46, that's off the ballpark. That's a 3. And against a righty, he hits one hard, and that's going to go right into the corner, and Law is going to have a double. So Vance Law will get himself a 2-bagger. He'll hold at second base. Now we'll see the shortstop, Scott Fletcher. 237 average, 3 homers, 31 RBIs that year. Runner at second for the White Sox as Vance Law has a double here. 1 out. We're in the bottom of the second, tied at 1. 14, and that's going to be an out, and that's going to be, with the runner on second, it's going to be a basic out, and that's going to be a ground ball to short, and Vance Law says advances to third, which it will. So grounder to short, picked up by Robertson. They'll get the shore out. That will move Law over to third. And now 2 outs. And now the second baseman, Julio Cruz, 251 average, a bomb, and 40 RBIs in 83. So Law now on at third base. Fontenot looking on Cruz. Fontenot is a B pitcher tonight. Cruz will go ahead and get ready for the pitch. That's a 46. That's off the ball. That's off the ballpark card. That is a 12, and that is going to be a foul ball in the foul territory. But going after that is going to be Steve Balboni, and he is going to make the catch in foul territory and retire the side. That's going to be a pop out to third. No runs and a hit for the White Sox, tied at 1 after 2. So far, getting a lot of results off the ballpark card today so far. You can tell I'm having a lot of fun with Fall Classics. A few of the mechanics I still have gotten true of, but I also already made a few choices that I kind of like from Tony Porter. Top of the third, leading off for the Yankees will be the shortstop, Andre Robertson, 248 average, a homer, 22 RBIs. Robert Hone joins us here at Comiskey Park. Bannister, that's a 52. That's another error chance. The 14 is not a strikeout, and that's going to be a chance, an exotic chart error off the center fielder. Center fielder for the White Sox is Law. He's going after it. He doesn't make hardly any errors. His error rating is only a 2. And that is a 1, and that's going to be an error. Unbelievable. So that's going to be an outfielder exotic error, and that is going to be a 2. Drop fly ball, batter safe at first. Runners advance 1 base. Faster average with only first occupied, take third. Fast batter to second. Robertson is a fast runner. So faster average runner with only first occupied, take third, which it wasn't. So that's going to be, and that's going to be it. So batter safe at first, and and it does say fast batter to, so fast with only first occupied, take third. So that's going to be a drop fly ball, and Robertson is safe on an error. I cannot believe we are already getting a lot of errors in the ball game. So that is going to be an E8. And Robertson is safe at first. And that is the second error on the White Sox. Wow, already lots of errors. 3 errors in the ball game. We're in the third. Next batter is Campaneris. He's 0 for 1. Robertson not really a stealing threat. Bannister will pitch. 41, and that's going to be ball 4. He will walk Campaneris. And now runners at first and second. They're going to talk to Bannister real quick and try to settle him down a little bit. These errors are getting to him. And now Smalley with runners at first and second. Still no one out, top of the third. Bannister looking in on Smalley. 16, and that is going to be an out. And it's going to be a fly out to right field, second to third advance. So Robertson will move to third base on the out. Campanera stays at first. So fly out to right, one down. And now here's Winfield, Mr. May. Winfield is 0 for 1. Runners are at the corners. The White Sox are going to keep the infield back. They're going to, because Winfield does hit into a lot of double plays. So one out here, top of the third. Bannister looking in on Winfield. He'll make the pitch. 13, and that's exactly what it is. That is an out X, and that's going to be an automatic double play. That's a 5. I'm going to send it to third, grounded to third, over to second, over to first, double play, side retired. No runs, no hits, a walk, and 1 error, but the Yankees are unable to do anything with it, and we'll go to the bottom of the third as Winfield hits right into the double play. Top of the order for the White Sox. Here's Rudy Law. He hit a bomb his first time up. Fontenot will go ahead and pitch. 65, and he's a B pitcher. A home run is a 0. Rudy Law is a -8. That's not going to matter. That is going to be an out, and that's going to be a fly ball to center field, and that's going to be handled by Mumphrey for the out. Ray Fontenot likes giving Rudy Law up some meatballs, but he doesn't get one there. 1 out, and now here's Pudge. Pudge reached on an error his first time up. Fontenot, 20. Let's see, he pitches 25. That's an out. That's going to be a ground out to second. Campanera will get to that one, and he'll throw it to first, 2 down. And now Pachorik. Pachorik got a single his first time up. Fontenot will pitch. 66, and a 10. A 1 to 2 is a homer. A 3 to 7 is a triple. That's a 10. That's going to be a double. Pachorik will go ahead and hit one hard, pretty much right in down the line, and Pachorik's going to have a 2-bagger. So now he's 2 for 2, and now Luzinski. Luzinski is 0 for 1. Hit into a double play his last time up. 2 outs, bottom of the third, tied at 1. Fontenot checking on Luzinski. Wheels has got very good power. Fontenot will pitch. 42, and that is going to be an out. It's a ground out to second base. Campanera will get to that one as well. He'll throw it to first and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the White Sox. We go to after 3, we are tied at 1. Bannister is an A pitcher tonight. He only gave up 1 run in the historical game. Fontenot gave up 4 runs, and I made him a B pitcher for the game. Gives a little bit more realism as the way the game went. We've already had a game where the other team did win. Top of the 4th, Sweet Lou Piniella leads off for the Yankees, and he's 0 for 1. Bannister, he will pitch. 63, swing and a miss. Actually, no, Pinella's an out. My bad. That's a 9. That's going to be a fly out to right. Doesn't matter. It's a strikeout anyway. It would have been an out anyway. Fly ball to right. That'll be caught by some bum named Baines out there, and that's out number 1. Here's Baylor. Baylor is 0 for 1. Bannister. 61, and that's going to be a strikeout. He got him. And that is the second strikeout for Bannister, 2 down. And here's Weiniger. Weiniger is 0 for 1. Bannister, he'll deal. 11, and that's a walk. Weiniger, he walked him. Weiniger walked 52 times in 83. He's going to be a 2-out walk. He'll trot to first. Second walk given up by Bannister. And now the batter is Balboni, who already hit a bomb his first time up. Weiniger on it first. 2 outs, top of the 4th. Bannister will go ahead and pitch. 15, swing and a miss. Struck him out, and the inning is over. 3rd K for Bannister. Nothing across except a walk. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. One thing I also love about Fall Classic is the card stock. The cards are so slick, feel so good. They're just fun to play with, and they're just fun to feel. The cards feel really good. For those of you who play Fall Classic, for those of you who do not play Fall Classic, you need to give this game a try. I misjudged it the first time. I am not misjudging it a second time. Leading off for the Chi Sox will be Ron Kittle. He's 0 for 1. Fontenot will go ahead and deal. And 35, and let's see, that's a 35, and that's going to be a base hit. Kittle will go ahead and get a single off of Fontenot's card, and a runner on. And now here comes Baines, who should not be in the Hall of Fame. He's 0 for 1. Kittle on at first. Tied at 1. Fans here at Comiskey Park know this is a very important game between the Yankees and the White Sox. Very possible an ALCS preview or ALDS preview. Who knows how these two will face off. Fontenot will pitch. 62, and that is going to be an out. And that's going to be a ground out to third, and fielder's choice at second, but a strong-arm third baseman starts a double play. The third baseman for the Yankees is Smalley. He has an average arm. That's going to be a fielder's choice. Kittle will be out at second, and Baines makes it to first. One down. Yeah, Harold Baines can't even get a base hit. He stinks. Fielder's choice for Baines, out number 1. And now the batter is Law. After further review with Steve Tower joins us here at Comiskey Park. For those of you who don't know who this guy is, what planet you have been living on, check out After Further Review with Steve Tower. He is the history maker guru, in my opinion, when it comes to the cards and dice. But again, he does pretty much everything very well. So please make sure to check out that amazing channel, because he is nothing short of excellence. Baines on at first. Law will bat. Fontenot with the pitch. 42. And that's going to be an out. And we're going to see a ground out to second base. Double play 4-6-3, but a weak arm at second base only gets a fielder's choice. Campaneris has an average arm. That's going to be a double play, and that's going to retire the side. 4-6-3 double play, and the inning is over. No runs and a hit for the White Sox. Still tied at 1 after 4. Going to the top of the 5th. And it will be Jerry Mumphrey leading off for the Yankees. Mumphrey is 0 for 1. Bannister can pitch to 30. Both pitchers can pitch to 30 until they're tired. So really don't have to worry about them at the moment the way this game is going. Bannister, 51, possible strikeout. 10 says no. So now it's another possible error, and it's a possible two-base error on the first baseman. That's Tom Paciorek. Don't have to worry. Paciorik's error rating is a 0. He's not going to make an error. What he is going to do is going to make the play, and Bannister is going to come over and receive it and make the out. 1 down. So no way Paciorek can make an error on that one, as he makes the play easy. 1 down. Here's Robertson. And Robertson reached on an error his first time up. Pitch from Bannister. 35, and that's going to be an out, and it will be a line drive hit right to right field. That's going to be caught by Baines for out number 2. And now Campaneris. Campaneris is 0 for 1 with a walk. Bannister. 61. Yep, that is going to be a swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and the inning is over. Nice job by Bannister. That's the 4th K. And 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Doug Hunt joins us here at Comiskey Park. Scott Fletcher leads off for the Chi Sox. He's 0 for 1. Badger and Bournemouth fan joins us here at Comiskey Park. Been a while since I've seen you there. Good to see you, my good man. Fontenot, 53, possible strikeout. The 18 says no. Now it's a range play. And that is going to be a possible that's going to be a possible single. The range play is the third base, and that is Roy Smalley. Roy Smalley's range is an 11. Nope, that's going to be a base hit. Fletcher's going to have a single. The batter is safe at first, and Fletcher will get a base hit to lead it off. Smalley just couldn't get to it. And now here's Cruz. Cruz is 0 for 1. Tied at 1, bottom of the fifth. Big game here between the Yankees and the White Sox here, starting the month of August in the replay. Fontenot, 11, that's an out. And we'll see what that is. And that's going to be a fly ball to center field. Coming in is Mumphrey. He's got it. That's the first out. And now here's Rudy Law. And he got a bomb this game. He's 1 for 2. Fletcher on it first. Fontenot, he'll go ahead and pitch. 14, and that's going to be an out. And that will be a ground out to second base. Double play, 4-6-3. Weak arm shortstop, can't turn it. Shortstop is Robertson. He has a strong arm. That's going to be picked up by Campaneris. Over to Robertson. Over to Balboni. Side retired. 4-6-3 double play. No runs and a hit for the White Sox. Still tied at 1 after 5. Top of the 6th. Both pitchers looking pretty good. Roy Smalley leads off for the Yankees. He's 0 for 2, but reached on an error his first time up. Comiskey Park trying to stay good. Crowd still trying to stay in this, and they pretty much are with a tie game. Pitch from Bannister, 61, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's strikeout number 5 for Bannister. 1 down. Nice job by Bannister. Here is Winfield. Winfield is 0 for 2. Bannister will make the pitch. 22, 1 to 18 is a single. That's an 8. It's a base hit. Winfield will get a single ahead to first. Only the second hit of the game for the Yankees so far. Bannister pitching very well, as most 8 pitchers usually would. Fontenot doing a good job himself, too. Here's Piniella. Pinella's 0 for 2. Winfield on it first. Bannister settles in, now gets the sign, and now pitches. 52, again, a possible strikeout. The 7 is too high. Now it's a possible error. And that is a possible error on the second baseman, and that is Jose Cruz. Cruz did not make many errors, although he did make one last time, but his error rating is a 4. He won't make this one. That is going to be an odd number. So that is a runner. That's going to be an odd number. That is going to be hit to Cruz. Over to short. Back to first. Double play. Inning over. That is a 7. And a runner on first. That's a ground ball with an odd number. That is a double play. And that retires the side. So right now, a number of double plays tonight. The defenses are getting it done. No runs and a hit for the Yanks. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. That is the second double play the Yankees have hit into. The White Sox have hit into 3 of them. And sometimes you get games like that. Fontenot back on the mound. Leading off for the White Sox will be Pudge, Carlton Fisk. He's 0 for 2. Fontenot gets the sign. He'll get the deal. 41, that's ball 4. He'll walk Fisk. Gives up the walk to Pudge. And Pudge drops to first. And that's only the first walk given up by Fontenot. It's only the first walk he's given up. So Fisk on at first. Here comes Pachorik. Pachorik is 2 for 2, a single and a double. Fisk not really a threat to run. He'll stay put. He's an average runner. Pitch from Fontenot. 12. And that's going to be an out. And let's see, that's going to be a ground out to first base. Fielder's choice at second. A strong arm first baseman starts a double play. First baseman for the Yankees is Balboni. He has an average arm. That's going to be a fielder's choice. So Fisk is out at second. Pachorik will take first, and that is out number 1. 1 out. And here comes Wheels. Luzinski is 0 for 2. Wheels Luzinski. For those of you who like to know why we call Greg Luzinski Wheels, check out my 1976 replay, the National League Division Series, the final game between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets, and you will see why. Pachorik on at first. 1 out here, bottom of the 6th. Fontenot will deal. 12, and that's going to be an out. And that is going to be a ground out to third, runner to second. The only play they had was to go ahead and get the out at first. Pachorik will get to second base. There are 2 outs. So runner advances on a ground ball to third base. And now here's Kittle. Kittles and Bits is 1 for 2. 2 men away. Pachorik on at second. Fans here at Comiskey wondering who's going to break through here. Fontenot will go ahead and he will pitch. 12. That's going to be an out, and that's going to be grounded to third base. Up with it will be taken care of there by Roy Smalley. He's got it. Throws to first, and the inning is over. Nothing across except a walk. Still tied at 1 after 6. 2 home runs. Really the difference in the game so far. A home run by Balboni and a home run by Rudy Law. The Rudy Law home run was off the ballpark card. That was the only way he was really going to hit one. Because he only had 3 homers that year. Top of the 7th. Bannister back on the mound. And here's Don Baylor, the DH. And he is 0 for 2. Bannister sets in and now pitches. 66, that's a 5. And he's going to get a hold of that one, too. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Don Baylor. Stadium groans. Don Baylor just got all of that one. A 1 to 13 is a home run, and that's a 5, and he easily gets that. And it is now 2 to 1 in favor of the Yankees. Don Baylor had 21 bombs, and he gets one there. So now Weiniger will bat. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. So Don Baylor puts the Yankees ahead. Bannister will pitch. 25, that's going to be an out. And that's going to be a ground out to second. Easily picked up there by Cruz. And the throw goes to first for the out. 1 down. Here's Balboni. Balboni is 1 for 2 with a bomb. Frank S. joins us here at Comiskey Park. Good to see you there, Frank. Bannister will deal. 64, and that is going to be a swing and a miss and a steer right out 2 away. 6 strikeout for Bannister, 2 down. And now Mumphrey will come up. Mumphrey is 0 for 2. Bannister, now a 2 to 1 Yankee lead. Bannister will pitch. 26, and that's a base hit from Mumphrey. Hits that one into center, and Mumphrey has a single. Mumphrey keeps it going. A chance now for Robertson to move him over. Robertson is 0 for 2, but reached on an error. There were no errors in the game historically. We got 2 on the White Sox and 1 on the Yanks. Mumphrey on it first, 2 outs. Bannister will pitch. 13, and that's going to be an out, and that is an out X, but it's a final out of the inning anyway, so it's going to be a fly ball to center field, and it will be Rudy Law getting to that, and he'll retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits. A solo bomb by Don Baylor, and we know he was able to put them out of there. And we are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Our next game will be tomorrow night. It will be August 4th. We're staying with teams that are right now very much in the playoff hunt, and we got a good one tomorrow night. The Kansas City Royals will take on the Milwaukee Brewers. It will be Bud Black going for Kansas City, and Don Sutton will be going for the Brewers. That will be inside pitch. The Brewers right now at 55-41, 55-44 actually. They are 5 games back of Toronto for third. The Royals are still alive. They're 5 back of third. They're under 500, but they got to win some games. So we got a good one tomorrow night here at County Stadium as the Royals will take on the Brewers. That will be tomorrow night, and that will be inside pitch. As John Haverly now joins us here at Comiskey Park. Ray Fontenot back on the mound for the Yankees. The Yankees have a 2-1 lead here. And leading off is some bum who should not be in the Hall of Fame, and that is Harold Baines. He is 0 for 2. Fontenot will go ahead and pitch. That's a 24, and hit by pitch 1. That's an 11. Nope, that's going to be an out, and that is going to be a ground out right to second base, picked up by Campaneris, and the throw goes to first for out number 1. So Baines does not get hit by the pitch. He does, however, ground out. 1 away. Here comes Law. Law is 1 for 2. He's got a double. Come for the tabletop, stay for the Harold Baines bashing. Fontenot will now pitch to Law. 11, walk 1-14. That's a 3. It's ball 4. So Law draws a base on balls, and he gets the steal sign. And his steals, and it's a 15. He had 3 stolen bases, but he gets the steal here. Let's see, 15 in order to get. Let's see, Fontenot. See if he gets the jump anyway. Vance Law. Fontenot has a strong arm, though, and he's a lefty. So no jump. It would be a 1-4 for Law. It would be a 1-4 for Law to not get the jump. A 1, it's a possible pickoff. It's a 6. Law does get the jump. I'm going to send him. Why not? He's a 15. The catcher for the Yankees is Weiniger. He has an average arm. So Law is on his way to second base. A 1-15, he is safe. And he is. And almost an error by the catcher. Possible error. That's a 6, though. He does not do it. That's going to be a stolen base for Law. So Law will get a steal. He only had 3 of them, but he will get one here. As the walk allows him to get the steal sign, now he's on second base. And now the batter is Fletcher. Fletcher is 1 for 2. The one thing I note about this game is when you have a runner on base, you don't have to have the batter card out there. Unlike inside pitch, where you pretty much do, but I guess it works either way. So Law at second, but now the tying run at second base. Yes, Vance Law was not a burner, but he did get a couple of them. Maybe they were failed hit and runs, as possible. But he got the steal sign. He got it. Fontenot will pitch. 63, and that is going to be an out. And it's going to be a ground out to second. Easily picked up there. Easily picked up there by Campaneris. The throw goes to first for the out. Law does go to third. And now there are 2 outs. And it'll be a chance for Cruz. Cruz is 0 for 2. Fans here at Comiskey want to see Cruz get a big-time hit and tie this game up. Bottom of the 7th, 2-1 Yankees. Fontenot will deal 63, and that is going to be an out. And that is going to be a ground ball to first base. Up with it is Balboni. He will take it himself to the bag and retire the side. Nothing across except a walk and a steal. Still 2-1 Yankees after 7. Ray Fontenot is a B pitcher tonight, but he is pitching like an A pitcher. David Vega joins us here at Comiskey Park. We go to the top of the 8th. Bannister will stay out there for one more inning. Bert Campaneris leads off for the Yankees. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. 2-1. Favor of the Yankees here. Home runs galore. All 3 runs were scored on bombs. Law, Balboni, and Baylor. Bannister will pitch. 14, and that's going to be an out, and that'll be a ground out to third. Handled there by Law. And Law's got it. He'll throw it over to first. 1 out. 1 down here, Smalley. Smalley is 0 for 3, but he reached on an error. Pitch from Bannister. 63, swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 7 for Bannister. He's done a good job today, except for giving up the 2 homers. And now here's Mr. May. Winfield is 1 for 3 with a single. Bannister settles in. Fans here at Comiskey would like to see a good pitch. 36, and that is exactly what they're going to get. They are going to get a good pitch, and that is going to be a ground out to short. Up with it is Fletcher. He's got it. Throws to first, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. Rudy Law leads off for the White Sox. He is 1 for 3. He's got a bomb in the game. The way he hit it was off the ballpark card, which he is allowed a ballpark home run. So Law is the batter. Fontenot is going to stay out there. He's pitching very well. So Rudy Law sets in there. Yankee bullpen is getting ready to go. Fontenot will pitch. 14, and that is going to be a nice little line drive right to center field. And right there for it is Mumphrey. 1 out. And now here's Pudge. Pudge is 0 for 2, but walked and reached on an error. Fontenot. 65. That is a home run possibility. Fontenot, however, has a 0 as a B pitcher, which means it's going to be a deep fly ball to left field. And getting there in time will be Winfield. Will make the catch for out number 2. He will not give up a home run to Pudge. And now here's Pachorik. And Pachorik is 2 for 3, a single and a double. Fontenot settling in Pachorik. Here comes the pitch. And 32. And that is going to be a fly ball to left field. Once again, Winfield will get to it. He'll make the catch and retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Yankees holding on to a 2-1 lead here after 8. We go to the 9th. Bannister, he is tired, but he is still an A pitcher, at least until he gives up a hit. So they're gonna let him pitch. At least for now. Here's sweet Lou Piniella, and he's 0 for 3. Bannister is now tired, but he's an A pitcher. If he gives up a hit, I'll lower him down to a B. But if he gives up a hit, I'll probably take him out. Bannister will pitch. 53, that's a possible strikeout. 13 says no. Now it's a range play. And that is a range play to third base. And that ball has hit the Law. Law was very good at third base. His range is a 15. And he just got it. Makes a diving stop. Gets up. Throws to first. 1 out. What a play there by Vance Law. Very good range at third. And he got one there. And that is the first out. Here is Baylor. Baylor 1 for 3 with a bomb. Bannister will go ahead and pitch to Baylor. Fans here at Comiskey hoping for a good pitch. 31. Now, 31 says single, but I have a rule that Tony Porter uses, and that is what I call now a range play single, since pretty much every pitcher has a single there, and I use the die to decide what it is. That is it's going to be a range play hit to center field to Law. Law's range is a 10, and he will make the catch out number 2. So that will be a fly out to center field instead. And that is out number 2. And now here's Weiniger. Weiniger is 0 for 2 with a walk. That's a rule that Tony Porter uses as a house rule, and I absolutely agree with it. It actually makes a little sense. Bannister will pitch to Weiniger. 34, and that is going to be an out. It's a ground out to third base, handled there easily by Law. He'll take it, throw to first, and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. And they have a 2-1 lead. But will we see some ninth inning magic? Greg wheels Luzinski, leads off. Fontenot is tired, and in this case, the Yankees are going to go to the bullpen, as you should, and bring out the guy that you know that can get it done, and that is going to be this guy. Coming on to pitch for the Yankees will be Rich Goose Gossage. The Goose is loose. 13 wins, 5 losses, 22 saves. Gossage, but the question is what rating is he going to be? And he's going to be a B pitcher. So Gossage will come out as a B, just like Fontenot did. So Rich Gossage will be a B pitcher. Greg Luzinski will lead off. He is 0 for 3. Gossage will go ahead and deal. Has there ever been a 1, 2, 3 ninth? Well, we'll see what happened here. Gossage looking in on wheels Luzinski. The bull sets up. Gossage will pitch. 61, swing and a miss, struck him out. And Luzinski goes down on K's. Gossage had 90 strikeouts in 83, 1 out. And now here's Kittle. Kittle is 1 for 3. Gossage will set up on Kittle. Fans here at Comiskey Park hoping Kittle can get a hold of one. No, that's going to be a called strike 3 on Kittle. 2 outs. Another strikeout by Gossage. 2 away. And now the last chance for the Chicago White Sox is this bum, Harold Baines. Baines is 0 for 3. He does not belong in the Hall of Fame. And Gossage is about to show everyone why Harold Baines does not belong in the Hall of Fame. Gossage sets up and deals. 34. Nope, it's not going to be an out. It's going to be a base hit. Baines gets a single. So Baines keeps it going. And now the tying run is at first. And now the batter is Vance Law. We may see a pinch hitter for him. I'm going to check the bench. And there is going to, let's see, Law is he's the third baseman. And I do have another third baseman. Vance Law going to come out of the game. And coming on to pinch hit for the White Sox is going to be Jerry Hairston. 294 average, 5 homers, 22 RBIs. So I will need a third baseman if necessary. If we go any further. So Jerry Hairston will pinch hit. Baines on at first. There are 2 outs. Gossage trying to get the job done. Jerry Hairston, he can hit 1 out. He had 5 home runs. Gossage has still got to be careful with him. Fans at Comiskey Park hoping that Hairston can get it done. Here comes the deal. 51. Possible strikeout. That's a 5. Gossage is a 5. KD is a 1 to 5. Cold strike 3 on Jerry Hairston. Strikeout. That's your game. Yankees win. Yankees win. Duh. Yankees win the ball game. Stadium groans. No runs and a hit for the White Sox as Rich Gossage gets it done. That would have been a possible error, but a KD 1 to 5 check means it's a strikeout instead. That is a 5, and Gossage gets it done, and the Yankees win it tonight 2-1. Final line score coming up. For the Yankees, 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. For the White Sox, 1 run, 7 hits, 2 errors. The winning pitcher is Ray Fontenot. He's going to go ahead and get the win. A very tough loss for Floyd Bannister, and the goose is loose. He gets the save. Very exciting game to start the month of August. We are not done. 10-minute ticker is next. Now that was a fun game to play, especially with a couple of rule changes there. Like a good goose, Gossage is there. What are you doing rooting for the Yankees there, David? I thought you were a Cardinals fan. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. Yes, you are, but other days it's random. Jimmy Jam, Cardinals suck. Well, you're a Cubs and Chicago fan. You would say that. So the Yankees get a 2-1 win on the White Sox. That's a big victory for the Yankees. Let's see how the rest of the month of August begins. August 1st, Milwaukee at Boston. Brewers 12-55. That is 6. Red Sox 12-13. That is 1. And the Red Sox still got a long way to go, but I don't think they're going to figure into this. Kansas City at Detroit. Kansas Royals 16-31, and that is 4. Tigers 13-66, that is 11. That's a win for the Tigers. They stay with the Yankees. California at Minnesota in a doubleheader. Game 1, Angels 25-56, and that is 9. Twins 16-26, and that is 4. The Angels are only 3 games under 500. They're not out of this by any means yet. Angels 11-14, that is 2. Twins 10-34, and that's 4. They will split the twin bill. Oakland at Seattle. Athletics 13-35 and 4 runs. Mariners 3-14, and that is 1 run. And that's a win for the A's. Cleveland at Toronto. Blue Jays up there with the Tigers and the Yankees. Indians 9-36, 4 runs. Blue Jays 20-65. That is 11 runs. That's a win for the Bluebirds. Reds and the Dodgers. Reds 0-14. That's 0. Dodgers 14-41, and that is 5. That's a win for the Dodgers. Cubs and the Phillies. Cubs 6-42, 4 runs. Phils 10-35, 4 runs. They're going to extras. Let's see. Cubs roll a 6, -2 is 4. Phillies roll a 5, +0 is 5, and that's going to be a win for the Phils. Astros and the Padres. Astros 7-45, and that is 4. Padres 8-61, that's 6. It's a win for the Friars. Braves and the Giants. Braves 14-35, that is 4. Giants 8-61, and that is 6. That's a win for the Giants. I would like to mention that today and yesterday, I do have Major League Baseball at bat, and I watched a little spring training yesterday. Today, my Mets play their first spring training game tomorrow. Is everybody here kind of excited for another great baseball season? And isn't it great to see baseball on the screen, on the TV again, or on your phone or your computer? Does anybody have any issues with that? Let's go to August 2nd. Detroit at the White Sox. Big series there, too. Tigers 10-42, and that is 4. White Sox 13-53, and that is 6. That's a win for the White Sox. Baltimore at Cleveland in a doubleheader. Orioles 14-14, that is 2. Indians 17-31, and that is 4. The Indians take the first game. Baltimore 17-62, and that is 8. Indians 432, and that is 3. And they'll split the twin bill. Would be great. Sorry, not interested in modern baseball. It's still baseball. Jeez. Would be great if you knew how to watch your Guardians this season, not paying $100 this year to watch. Well, I mean, I don't know why. I mean, are you in a blackout? You know, even if you used MLB at bat, you can't get get that. Kansas City at Milwaukee in a doubleheader. Royals 8-16, that is 2. Brewers 14-32, and that is 4. That's a win for the Brew Crew in game 1. Royals 11-52, that is 6. Brewers 16-42, that is 5. They will split the twin bill. California at Minnesota. Angels 14-46, and that is 6. Twins 12-15, and that is 2. And that's a win for the Angels. Oakland at Seattle. Athletics 10-23, that is 3. Mariners 4-31, that's 2. A win for the A's. Boston at Texas. Red Sox 4-62, that is 6. Rangers 6-44, and that's 4. A win for the Bo Sox. Yankees at Toronto in a big series, and that is a doubleheader. Yankees 13-53, and that's 6. Blue Jays 21-16, that's 3. The Yanks take the first. Yankees 26-43, and that's 7. Blue Jays 20-54, and that is 8. And the Blue Jays pull it out of their ass and split the twin bill. Reds and the Dodgers. FanDuel Bally decided to drop the Guardians. Can't really watch yet. Also, final season MLB ESPN partnership. Yeah, that I do know. That I do know. So now it's going to be what? TNT and Fox? I wish NBC would get. I think NBC is also getting. Well, I know NBC is getting the NBA back, but I don't know if they're getting baseball yet. Reds and the Dodgers. Reds 1-43, and that is 3. Dodgers 13-63, and that is 8. And that's a win for the Dodgers. Expos and the Mets. My Mets in last place. Don't think they're going to do anything here. Expos 13-36, and that's 5. Mets 141, and that is 3. And the Spos get the win. Phillies and the Pirates. Phillies 743, 4 runs. Pirates 762, 6 runs. Raise the Jolly Roger. Astros and the Padres. Astros 856, that is 6. Padres 515, and that is 1. That's a win for the Astros. Braves and the Giants. Braves 1535, and that is 5. Giants 636, that's 3. It's a win for the Bravos. Cubs and the Cardinals. Cubs 9-16, 2 runs. Cardinals 13-35, 4 runs. It's a win for the Redbirds. Before we go on to August 3rd, for you hockey fans out there, you know we all lost Mike. They lost Mike Lang, who was the voice of the Pittsburgh Penguins. I did not watch many Penguin games, but I did remember listening to his voice sometimes back in the day. Okay, even though I'm a Panther fan, but I remember Mike Lang, listening to the Penguins once in a while. And of course, he was. Does anybody here, if I have a problem if I say he was the Bob Murphy of hockey? We go to August 3rd, Detroit at the White Sox. Tigers 15-26, and that is 4. White Sox 9-56, that's 6, and the White Sox will get a win. Baltimore at Cleveland. Yes, Elvis has left the building. Orioles 17-24, that is 4. Indians 7-26, that's 3. Another win for the O's. Kansas City at Milwaukee. Kansas City 10-16, that is 2. Brewers 19-52, and that is 7. That's a win for the Brew Crew. We have these 2 teams tomorrow night. California at Minnesota. Angels 18-32, and that's 5. Twins 14-13, 33, and that is 4. A win for the Angels. Oakland at Seattle. Athletics 843, and that's 4 runs. Mariners 666, that's 9 runs and a win for the M's. Boston at Texas. Red Sox 921, that's 2 runs. Rangers 1551, that's 6 runs. The Rangers will get the win. Yankees and the Blue Jays. Yankees 1332, and that is 4. Blue Jays 815, that is 2. That's another win for the Yankees. This Yankees team, I don't think this team is going to collapse enough for them not to make the postseason, which means the Yankees will make the postseason again in a 1980s replay. And remember, the Yankees have made the World Series in all 3 of my replays in the 80s, 81, 85, and 88. And they won the World Series in 81 and 88. They did not win in 85. And since he is not in the chat, we will not mention that other team. Reds and the Dodgers. Reds 133, and that is 2. Dodgers 1813, that is also 2. And they're going to extras. Reds roll a 5, plus 1 is 6. Dodgers roll a 5, plus 2 is a 7. And that's a win for the Dodgers. Expos and the Mets. You noticed I rolled all 4 dice again. I'm just using the big ones only. Expos and the Mets. Expos 656, and that is 6. Mets 441, and that is 3. And my Mets just can't buy a win. Philadelphia and the Pirates. But we will mention the great Bill No-Hitter Swift, his favorite player of all time. Philadelphia at Pittsburgh. Phillies 645, that is 4. Pirates 1266, that's 10. Raise the Jolly Roger. Astros and Padres. Astros 1022, 2 runs. Padres 434, 3 runs. It's a win for the Friars. Atlanta and the Giants. Braves 1345, 5 runs. Giants 1233, 4 runs. And the Bravos get the win. Cubs and the Cardinals. Cubs 1321, and that's 3. Cardinals 1143, and that is 5. And the Redbirds will get the win. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be at County Stadium. And for August 4th, as the Kansas City Royals take on the Milwaukee Brewers, Bud Black will be going for the Royals, and Hall of Famer Don Sutton will be going for the Brew Crew. Important game in the American League. Brewers trying to get closer to the top 3. Royals still trying to get back to 500 and hope for some help. Big game tomorrow night. Royals and Brewers, Black and Sutton. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. They're doing it my way, but it's in Chicago. The Yankees go ahead and get it done tonight. 2-1 over the White Sox. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.